Hi, I'm Sheila Bridges. Flowers are an easy and inexpensive way to brighten up any space and lift your spirits. So I ran down to the corner store to pick up some because I wanted to fill my home with floral arrangements. It wasn't easy. Meanwhile, this looks terrible. I'm just trying to see what this looks like. I just need to step away and see. Yeah, it looks crazy. It looks awful. Is this looking like crazy? They're so awful. I was in need of some serious inspiration and some basic floral lessons, so I headed off to Fifth Avenue's Takashimaya, an elegant Japanese department store with the most incredible floral design shop. I asked head designer Alicia Benjamin for some pointers. What inspires you to choose a lot of the things that you shop for and bring into the store?
Well, I like to work within the environment. That really helps. So, and also working with flowers that are seasonal.
Okay.
Such as right now, peonies are available.
These are peonies.
And,
okay.
So it's nice too.
Now, what about things like as simple as moss and some of these little, the things that are in the containers here?
Well, there again, staying with the whole concept of Takashimai, it's a very woodsy, textural kind of feeling. So we really try to stay with that kind of design concept.
So in addition to flowers, you have some orchids and plants throughout the boutique. Are these very difficult to take care of? They look extremely fragile.
They are not. Actually, it's very deceiving. They're very easy to care for.
They're beautiful.
Yeah, especially in a Manhattan apartment. They're very low maintenance and they're elegant and beautiful. So.
And orchids in general, they don't like direct light. You try to keep them in what, cool, sort of indirect light?
Indirect light, watering once a week. They don't require a lot of water at all.
Okay. I love topiaries. Is this a myrtle?
It's a myrtle.
Myrtle topiary.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
How difficult is it to take care of something like this?
Very low maintenance. They require watering about once a week. They like to be misted. Low light, but definitely natural sun. And if you want to maintain its shape, it should be clipped.
This is such an interesting.
Oh yeah.
I don't know what to call it. What is this?
They're called fiddleheads.
Fiddleheads?
Yes.
Wow. And what would you do with something like this?
Well, we incorporate them in our arrangements as a texture.
Okay.
Some people just buy them as single stems.
And how, where are fiddleheads from? And how do they grow? Do you know anything about that?
They're all local. They grow deep in the forest,
is
my understanding. And there's many different varieties of fiddleheads.
Wow.
And then some of them are actually edible.
Really?
Yeah.
This is a really interesting table, and I see you have lilies of the valley, right?
Yes.
Which are so incredibly fragrant.
Yeah, they are, and they're available to us all year round.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Now, do people usually mix lily of the valley with anything, or do they just, put them in a very simple vase and kind of leave them? I don't think I've ever really seen them arranged with anything, maybe because of the height of them, but I see you've included a couple of them in this arrangement.
This is our signature style. This is what we're known for.
And this is sort of, would you consider this to be monochromatic? Or?
Yes.
Okay.
There again, it features a lot of different whites, but also a lot of different greens and textures as well.
So I just wanted to look at some of the other things that you sell here at Takashimaya. I don't know a lot about floral frogs, so maybe you can tell me a little bit about a floral frog and what it is and kind of how you use it and how it helps you with your arrangements.
Basically, the purpose of a frog is if it's put in the bottom of a vase.
Okay.
And the flowers are placed into the pins.
So the most maybe important flowers to an arrangement are the ones that you might put strategically kind of on
those are the ones you would start with.
On the frog. Okay. Now, what about this? I noticed that you have sort of this container with floating roses.
You can just take it right out there. They're hand-blown glass.
That's beautiful.
And there's 5 in a floater.
And how do people usually use something like this, or what would most people,
They're again on a dining table for company. All you need is just a few flowers, and you're set to go.
What kind of advice would you give someone who didn't necessarily want to go to a florist or a floral designer who maybe has a budget where they need to do it themselves?
You don't have to spend a lot of money to make a beautiful bouquet. You really don't. It just, you could take just a sampling of a few flowers.
So when you're arranging flowers, should you keep a few, you should keep obviously a few leaves maybe around the bulb.
I personally like to keep as much of the foliage on as possible because I think it goes with the flower. I like more of a natural feeling. I really just take the foliage off that's going to touch the water.
Okay.
Above that, I try to keep as much on as possible. It's really just important to have fun, really, and that's, there's really no right or wrong, so long as you have fun with it.